Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle Hamer and today on Fun Friday we are going to be doing DIY lava lamps. I'm really excited about this. This is super fun, a really neat activity and something you can do at home with just items that you have in your house. So normally you can do these kinds of things with Alka-Seltzer tabs or something like that. I don't have that in my house, so we're gonna make lava lamps. DIY lava lamps with just regular everyday household items. It's a beautiful day outside. I hope everyone has an opportunity to get outside today, but I'm choosing to do this today inside my house just because I don't think you'll be able to see as well when I do this outside just because of the sunshine. So I'm doing this inside, but I do hope everyone gets a chance to be outside, and then after this I'm going out for a walk. So first thing you're gonna need is a jar. Any kind of jar is fine. I just have a small little container, a little jar here. So the first thing you're going to need is oil. Any kind of oil. I'm using just a vegetable oil, and I just went out and got fairly inexpensive stuff at the dollar store because I really didn't want to use my good vegetable oil for this experiment. So we're just gonna fill up our jar. Now, Fun Fridays, I'm not measuring anything today, so oopsies, and I'm making spills. So hopefully this goes well. So I'm just gonna put oil into my jar. There we go. And then I'm going to put in some vinegar. Yes, I know this is the biggest container of vinegar you've ever seen, but vinegar is a really good thing to have in your house. You can use it for a lot of different things. So I do have always a jumbo thing of vinegar in my house. So I'm just gonna add some vinegar as well. Again, we're not measuring today. We're just gonna add some vinegar to our jar. And because of the densities of both the oil and the vinegar, they're not actually going to mix. So I don't know if you can see that they're sort of separated. So there we go. So that's my container of oil and vinegar. And then the next thing that we're going to do is I just have a little bit of water. I just put a little bit of, this is just tap water, into my bowl. And then I'm going to take maybe about a teaspoon of baking soda. So baking soda, you want to use not baking powder, baking soda. So my baking soda is almost out. So there we go, about a teaspoon or so. I mix, I have a little bit of water in there, and then I'm gonna mix this all up. So this is like a little science experiment that we're doing today because our oil and our vinegar that are in here, our vinegar is an acid and our baking soda is a base. So we're gonna mix them all up and we're gonna see what happens. So the last thing you wanna do just to spruce it up and make it all fancy is I'm gonna take food coloring. So let's use blue today. So I'm just gonna take my food coloring, hopefully you can see that, and I'm just gonna drop, I don't know, we'll see what I feel like, a couple drops into my jar of oil and vinegar. Oh, I'm almost out there, blue, okay. So quite a handful of drops just to make it all fancy. So then I'm gonna mix up my water and baking soda mix. And all I'm gonna do is, I really hope you can see this, is all I'm gonna do, I'll hold it up so you can hopefully see it, is I'm gonna take about a spoonful and I'm gonna pour it in. Ooh, it bubbles. Pour it into my container. And can you see what it does there? It bubbles. And then because you're mixing your acid and your base, you're neutralizing it, which gives off a gas and making it bubble. And it's like a DIY lava lamp. Super cool, actually. I find these really soothing to watch. I mean, you can see how it gets the color going, where you can see the blues starting to bubble up as well. So I really enjoy this because, oh, there's the blue, really nicely coming out now. I enjoy doing this because I find it very soothing. You can put a top on if you want so that it doesn't spill. And then I usually have this sort of near my computer, near my workstation, because if I'm stressed or got a lot on the go, I'll just make one of these, and I find it very calming and very soothing, and it's just sort of neat. Now, because it's just made out of my household ingredients, it doesn't last for too long, but here's my tip of the day. When the bubbles start to go away, I'm just gonna take another spoonful of my baking soda and water mixture, and I'm gonna pour it back in, and it'll just reactivate those bubbles to start again. I really hope that this comes across well on the camera because I think it's a super cool activity to do. So there you go, DIY lava lamps. I hope everyone enjoyed this. Super easy, something you can do at home. I tend to spill, so I'm going to put the top on. Super easy, something you can do at home, just using oil, vinegar, baking soda, water, and a little bit of food coloring if you have it. There you go, DIY lava lamps. Hopefully you have a soothing, relaxing, enjoyable weekend. Get outside today before the weather changes. And I hope everyone has a nice reading week next week. Be well, be healthy, be active. Have a nice weekend.